Hello, everyone. Namaste. A very warm welcome. New members are joining aboard, and the HealThyRam Niramaya Bharat community members together welcome you all to the family of HNBC. This is a community that you will never forget for the rest of your life. The Sanskrit word Niramay in HNBC means free from illness. Our prayers to the primordial Om is that may all be happy, may all be free from illness, may all see what is auspicious, and may no one suffer. Om Shanti, peace. With the above prayer at its core, HealThyRam Niramaya Bharat community intends to reunite the world with a conscious initiative towards wellness. We acknowledge wellness as a prerequisite for achieving anything at all levels of life. We believe that a healthy body and a healthy mind are needed for a skillful and innovative application of any acquired knowledge to bring about individual, social, as well as economic development. This is globally applicable and true. That is why we, with all our hearts, welcome you all to join our journey through our present and future HNBC hybrid events and workshops. Let's work together to make this the best decision of our lives. Before I hand over to Venkatesh, please allow me to very briefly introduce HNBC to the new members and guests. Your story as a wellness seeker only starts at level 1 when you sign up for an HNBC wellness membership at healthyram.com. Our basic membership starts at $5 per year. Once you are a member, you get to jointly participate in HNBC wellness virtual or hybrid events of your chosen category and join a free workshop to learn about further possibilities as to how you can gain from and contribute to the community. You can participate in poll, chat, get a chance to have your questions answered live by the experts in all wellness events, get free entry into the lucky draw with a chance to win discount coupons of $25 on superior VS World Solution add-on packages for wellness experts or one-to-one free consultation with experts for the member participants. Do join hands with us to jointly participate in workshops and events with some gamification and prizes, avail of discount coupons on superior VS World Solutions, support packages for positioning your valuable services during live events. We promise you that these can prove to be absolutely great value adds, especially for those of you who wish to save on incurring huge costs for conducting and promoting these kind of initiatives and live events. I request you all members to please register for the online workshop at the given link. I leave you with the note that we have the power to make the world a better place by working together. Thank you. Over to Venkatesh and more power to you all.
Hello and welcome everyone to this third show, the third in this series of Yes to Yoga Talks. And this is a very special one because this is a topic which is extremely important, and it is yoga and weight loss. Well, WHO report says that obesity has been on the rise and has been rising alarmingly since the last couple of decades. In fact, from 1980s to, as per the census, and up till now, including all the other nations as well, not just the developing nations, but in developed nations as well, obesity has been increasing alarmingly. And that causes many other health issues and is the root cause of many other chronic diseases as well. So thanks to the lifestyle and the diet and other factors too. So today we are delighted to have with us in the studio Dr. Islam. Welcome, Dr. Islam.
Thank you. Thank you, HealThyRam, for inviting me such a big platform. Thank you. I will be happy to work with you people.
Well, just to give you a background, Dr. Islam has more than 45 years of experience practicing yoga. Well, trust me, you would not believe it till the time you meet him because he doesn't even look, that old that he's been practicing for 45 years. He is a gold medalist. He has traveled extensively throughout the world, training hundreds and thousands of students, trainers, not just students in the regular yoga, but also he's an examiner for the government of India, for the Ministry of Ayush, certifying instructors in yoga. He has also written books, textbooks, which are being used in the Indian curriculum for students in the schools on yoga. And he's also a naturopath. He's done tremendous amounts of shows and everywhere, basically. So it's an immense pleasure to have him in our studios today. And a lot of questions, and some of them personal, many which everybody, all of you would want to know as well answers to. So related to weight loss, which everybody spends millions and millions every year across the globe to keep themselves fit, right? So, first question: how is yoga beneficial for weight loss, Dr. Islam?
Thank you, dear. Thank you very much. Really, weight is a big problem nowadays, and weight loss is required, or rather, we can say, maintenance of good health is required.
Mm-hmm.
For maintenance of good health today in the world, we can say yoga is the best science. And as far as the weight is concerned, if we practice yoga, so there will be no weight. If we put on weight, some weight come, and people are obese, then they can practice very beneficial practice in yoga and very suitable practice for everyone. And those are practices are not hard, they can do easily. Learning is very simple. Even learning is lifelong. It is not a medicine you have to purchase every day again and again. One time, learn, and lifetime it will work. So, as such a simple practices in yoga we are having, those our rishis, munis developed, and we are doing in the for the interest of humanity, making them a little bit modified condition so that they
Hmm.
may be suitable to the 21st century people. They can do a lot, and their body is required for doing for longer duration. And but our body is not in such strength. We are having the strength, but not as much as they were having, our rishi munis are having. So our practices are for a little duration, for a short duration. And most important practice for that is Shakti Chalni, Tan Padasan,
Mm-hmm.
and Tadgi Mudra. These three we can do in laying position, in very least energy consumption.
Yes. So, with that, thank you. We would certainly want all our viewers to stick around till the end because you will be seeing some easy to do asanas, yoga asanas, which can actually help you um, maintain a healthy weight, lose weight in case you have trouble losing weight. So, before we start that and get into the next question, another personal one, which I'm sure everybody would want to know: what got you into yoga? What inspired you to get into yoga in the first place? And you've been practicing now for 45 years. So what's your experience been? And what motivated you to get into yoga?
Basically, I belong to a family which we can say Khandani Hakim,
Hmm.
traditional Ved. My
Right.
father is traditional Ved, And in the Vedic books, in the Unani Hikmat books, uh, importance of exercise, importance of practices is there. And regarding yoga is also mentioned over there. But since last 100 years, I didn't saw any Hakim or any Ved was prescribing yoga practices. That's why I came in this field, and so that the people may remain healthy without medicine. If necessary, they may take the medicine, but they have to keep healthy without medicine. And my father inspired me to work on it. And luckily, I was appointed in the health ministry, Central Secretariat, Nirman Bhavan, where I was in the APC cell,
Mhm.
Ayurvedic Vedic Pharmacopoeia Committee. And 3 years I was working research over there. And luckily, I met over there yogis who are running the best yoga asana and knowing the excellent yoga. They trained me and they inspired me. And in this way, I came in the yoga,
Okay.
and I thought I should to leave the medicinal part, and the other friend will do it, and I have to work for yoga.
Right. So you would be, I shouldn't be asking you that probably, not right to ask somebody's age, but how old were you? You must have been in your, what, early 20s when you started yoga?
Uh,
Or,
Actually, in 1975, I got up. I was doing the yoga before that also.
right.
Uh,
You started your yoga in 1975.
Started yoga
Right.
as teacher, as
Mhm.
trainer in 1975.
Okay.
है ना? Uh, from that time, first I started yoga teaching to the friends, to the student, uh, and in 1983 I got opportunity at Rishikesh
Hmm.
to conduct yoga for in non-formal camp for the teachers.
Hmm.
1983.
Wonderful. So there are many people, who think that yoga isn't for weight loss, right? So it's for many things. So what would you want to say to those people who think
Uh,
yoga is or the question is
yeah.
basically, can yoga help me in weight loss? Because they think, it's yoga asanas, you're not really, are you burning calories, are you burning enough, are you doing enough for weight loss, or is it just for you know mobility and increasing your flexibility? Of course, there's a mind body connection as well. Yoga is not just about the asanas, it goes way beyond that. It's also a spiritual practice too. So what are your thoughts on that?
And no doubt, yoga is for living perfectly and blissful life, for the blissful life. But before that, everything, our body, our brain, our intellect, our thinking power, willpower, everything we have to develop. And in the way of development, maintenance is also required. And yoga, very much clear in the yoga, mm, uh, yoga for nowadays people understand that yoga is for flexibility, yoga is for
Hmm.
weight loss, yoga is for peace of mind. But that is actually for living healthy, for
Right.
living perfect, है ना? Stherium arogyam cha angalagavam.
Hmm.
Yoga says we have to be stable. For stability, there should not be weight. So we have to burn weight. There are some exercises. Through them, we can burn the weight.
Right.
Uh, for example, very simple exercise. I can just show. We can raise our hand like this and exhale forcefully. Once again, inhale. This is a sort of Bastrika. You may see. So this is a sort of exercise. For example, so it will burn the excess fat because we are doing the heavy practice. One more practice is there. We have to keep our hand like this and fast and forcefully exhale by one nostril
Mhm.
and inhale by the same.
Mhm.
Then again exhale by the other, uh, like this. And in the end, you will inhale a deep inhalation by one nostril and hold the breath.
Mhm.
And it will burn the way.
Oh,
Very simple practices.
so
So these are not actually meant in beginning in the yogi's life for to manage the weight, but no, they are the
hmm,
best practices, and I can show some practices on laying position also. These are
sure.
very useful and available in the yoga.
Right. So we'll look at more yoga asanas, but very interesting is just your breathing, and which you can do anytime, anywhere. Controlled breathing or different ways of breathing through which you can actually lose weight, burn your weight.
Yes.
So nothing easier than that. You don't have to run on the treadmill. You don't have to go out. Could be any weather. You could be anywhere. You could be traveling. You could be sitting on the chair,
Yes.
just like Dr. Islam just pointed out. So very very fascinating indeed. So uh, coming to when we talk about breathing, breathing also is very essential. The right way to breathe, and this is something that we discussed in our previous episodes as well. And there is whole talk about that, and we spoke about it that we are only inhaling and exhaling, but we are not breathing. Most of us are not breathing right. So breathing right is extremely important. It really was an eye opener, very fascinating that it could burn your fat and different ways of breathing, there are pranayams. But then that also impacts your mindfulness and your mental health in a certain way. So my next question is, how is mindfulness, or rather, what role does mindfulness play in weight loss? If you could, speak about that.
And, not only the for weight loss, mindfulness will play a big role in whole life,
Right.
in every aspect of life or every part of the life. As far as the weight control is concerned,
Hmm.
whenever we take food and we think about the food, which type of the food is, and we are living with mindfulness, so we will think it is suitable or it is not suitable for me.
Yeah.
There are a big number of food to which is suitable to me. That should be taken, and it is mindfulness,
Hmm.
thinking about what we have to take and what should not take. And in the same, and in yoga, the mindfulness development is very easy.
Hmm.
For example, uh, uh, if I am doing the practice for willpower,
Hmm.
practice of willpower, or practice for intellect, for example, for practice of intellect is breathing practice. We have to keep our face up and fast and force do the fast and forceful breathe inhalation and exhalation,
Okay.
and that will burn the weight.
Hmm.
And concentrate where the breath is moving,
Hmm.
where it is affecting,
So basically, watch your breath,
watch
where
of
it's going.
watching of the
Be
breath
conscious
and the
about your breathing.
position of the head. If we keep the head face up, so our head will tilt it, and the esophagus, the pipe through which the air is moving in the throat area, uh, where is the soft plate is, the upper part of the soft plate will get a push, and that push will hit over here
Hmm.
inside. So inside, and after that, the air will come out.
Right.
है ना? And this will develop the willpower.
Hmm.
This will develop a one practice will develop willpower, and if we keep the chin over here, develop our memory, willpower, intellect. So three portion, one, two, three. If 10 times we do, it will burn the weight all, and also it will helpful to be mindful when
Hmm.
we concentrate inside where the effect is going on.
Right.
And the actually we are doing this rightly or not, we can judge
Hmm.
through the nose. If the nose is moving, during the breath, I'm showing the 10 time each. You can see my nose will move
Right.
automatically. I will not move with the help of hand. It will automatically move.
Okay.
Look, I'm demonstrating the practice. Hmm. You may see there are three benefits. It is burning our weight also, and we are concentrating inside, mindful we are living,
Right.
and affecting inside. Yoga is very beneficial.
So again, I think with each the question, there's such interesting insights that we are getting into how yoga is effective in weight loss. And today, everybody is practicing it. The WHO too is adopted, and we have, of course, the International Yoga Day, which is now celebrated every year in June. And there's celebrities everywhere, all across the world, not just in India, but even in Hollywood, even outside. People who are practicing and embracing yoga as a way of life. So it's not just a fad, and it's been there for since ages. So on the mindfulness aspect, you did mention that, of course, so as I see it, it'll help you motivate yourself. So which the mindfulness would help you to motivate and follow and practice yoga regularly,
Yes,
right? So,
right.
and in addition to that, it is also helping you to burn your fat, right? So you're getting multiple benefits by doing yoga. And if mindfulness comes into play, then you also get conscious about what is right or what is good for your body in terms of what you should eat. So my next question, how important is diet, and losing weight? I mean, of course, we know. And there's so many, different diets now which are popular, or you keep hearing with different times, you have different diets, whether it be a paleo diet or the keto diet and others and all that. So for effective weight loss, if you're doing yoga, what is the diet that can be followed by anybody to ensure that the results are effective, long lasting? And people these days, everybody, including me, probably would want to say, "Oh, can I lose you?" And you see all of this so much, everywhere on social media. Lose 5 kgs or 10 kgs in so many days, or so many kilos, etc., and all that. So the idea is that you eat healthy as well. So what should one eat, when you're practicing yoga, or even otherwise? I mean, a healthy diet, of course, would be required to maintain a healthy you.
Mostly people discuss regarding Rajsik, Tamsik, or Sattvic.
Right.
Mostly discuss.
Yeah.
Uh, but yoga literature indicates something else also. However, Rajsik or Sattvic is the best.
Hmm.
Sattvic is the best, no doubt.
Surely.
But we have to think other aspect also. For example, mitahar. Our diet should be moderate and a lesser quantity of the stomach requirement.
Yeah. Sorry, Dr. Islam, I'll just interrupt for the benefit of the viewers. While many, of course, would be aware of what is Rajsik, Tamsik, and Sattvic. But when you mention that one should eat Sattvic as much as possible, what defines Sattvic? What is Sattvic? So if you could just, share a little bit more on that, so that people
Okay.
know this is what I need to eat. If I know what I need to eat, then I can avoid the others which are probably not Sattvic. So,
We have to be on sattvic food. Sattvic food belong to the part of the sattvic food are our vegetables, grain,
mhm,
nuts, seasonal fruits.
right.
These are mostly. And in Indian tradition, khichdi,
Hmm.
dalia,
Right.
these type of food are very important, and they have the wholesome uh, part of the food. Those are very important. But
So again, people who are joining internationally, we'll have viewers from all parts of the world who would be watching this. So, what you're trying to say is that they should eat seasonal and what is coming from as a local produce, because
See,
these days you
yes,
have food coming in from everywhere. I mean, you
yes.
find the Malaysian guavas and this fruit and that exotic vegetable available everywhere, and everybody's eating everything. So is
Most
that
suit,
a healthy trend, or what should one do?
most suitable food is the seasonal food, which is available from the local market.
Right.
That is the most suitable. That
True.
is God gifted to us.
Hmm.
We have to concentrate on that. Mostly, we have to take it for management of weight also.
Right.
है and that should also be in moderate quantity,
Hmm.
not should be filled up to mouth or
Yeah.
up to glotis. It is half of the belly is to be filled, and half is and from that remain half. Yeah, I mean one third, little about one third should be for air,
Right.
and one third for the water to be taken when it is needed.
Hmm.
That is very important part, which is ignored
Hmm.
nowadays. And in yoga book it is said, शुद्धम समुद्रम स्निग्धम गव्य धातु परपोषणम उदरार विवर्जितम योग्यम भोजनम चरे.
Okay.
Our food should be pure. No other thing is to be mixed with it.
Right.
Maximum in natural form. है ना? Maximum in natural form, if possible, and where is the possible, without touching the heat also,
Hmm.
not cooked food,
Okay.
if possible.
Right.
For example, some salad we can take, and some fruit we can take in this way. And shuddham samudram should be tasty,
Hmm.
snigdham, and our body, it should be for the very useful for the development of the body part. And next part is the lubrication should be in it, so that work in our gavya dhatu proportionum. We are having the so many things, so many enzymes, and so many body parts, and so many uh, material which is required to be developed, nourished with the food. So our food should be different types, so that our body get proper nutrition.
Excellent. So there are many, who would want to know how effective is yoga compared to other forms of weight loss. So, and especially, everybody wanting a quick fix, which is not good in the long term. Um, it needs to be sustainable. It needs to be something that you can maintain and do that. But so when you compare to other forms of weight loss, how effective is yoga in your
Uh,
experience?
Actually, to understand this thing, uh, I did some trainers courses of sports
Hmm.
from the National Institute of Sports Patiala, National Institute of Sports Calcutta, and even I did the gymnastic also,
Oh,
to understand,
okay.
not to adopt as a profession. I am in the yoga therapy profession, but
Right.
to understand what is it and what we are doing. We should, in the form of yoga, in the name of yoga, we should not do the exercise.
Hmm.
When we are doing the yoga, it should be perfectly as per the ethics of the our gurus, rishis, munis, and saints, as per their guidance. So there is a question regarding the first is differentiate. So different, as far as the difference is concerned, when we perform yoga, after the practice, you should not be tired.
Hmm.
Or moreover, you should feel relaxed, energetic,
Right.
active, and um, feel just you get up after doing half an hour yoga practice or 1 hour yoga practice. You have to feel Just I wake up, such a light, such a relaxed, uh, no tension, no heaviness, no tiredness. So this is main difference.
Hmm.
No perspiration, yeah, no sweating, no heartbeat extra. Will calm and comfort. So this is main difference
Hmm.
in performing. And for benefit getting also, uh, in yoga practices for the management of weight, those practices are also very simple, easy, effective, and will not consume your energy when you will practice them. And as far as the benefit of the yoga and other are concerned, those practices are giving the temporary benefit. When
Okay.
you are doing, the benefit will be there.
Hmm.
But in yoga, the effect is long lasting.
Hmm.
Uh, if you will not go on the wrong part, once you control weight through the management of yoga practices, it will continue.
Right. But then obviously you need to continue practicing yoga. Otherwise, what you've
I,
lost can come back very easily
yes,
also. So it's not that I've done it for so many days, weeks, months, or years, and now if I leave it, it'll be there. No, weight has fantastic magnetic ability to it to come back to you,
yes.
and very quickly indeed. So very important aspect, yes. So now we'll just take on some audience questions, and post that we'll also see what are the various yoga asanas, easy ones, as your guru Dr. Islam mentioned, which can be done easily. We'll be looking at some of those demonstrations as well. And mind you, you could also look at taking consultancy or classes from Dr. Islam through HealthyRam.com. That would also is something that would be available. We'll talk more about that. But the first question over there that we have from the audience is, what is the advantage of yoga over other methods of weight loss like gymming? I think we just spoke about it, but then for the benefit of the audience, if you could quickly elaborate on that.
Um, a little bit I discussed in this issue.
Right.
However, for the management of weight, yoga practices are very useful. And in 1985, I visited Europe, Italy,
Mhm.
and there were 2,000 doctors,
Hmm.
professor or principals or university vice chancellors. One registrar even wanted to take me in his university so that I may live there and make the people like me.
Okay.
At that time, I was also looking very energetic, and
Or
he wanted I should be there.
even now you look very energetic. So
So,
yes.
in this way, uh, uh, there is a simple practice of abdomen, uh, uh, inhalation and exhalation.
Hmm.
Fast and forceful inhalation and exhalation. When exhale, abdomen will go in. When inhale, abdomen go come out.
So are you referring to Kapalbhati or
Kapalbhati is
similar?
one way traffic,
Okay.
only exhalation,
Hmm.
and it is two way,
Okay.
inhalation and exhalation.
Oh, all right.
Uh, So when I will show you,
Sure.
you must see.
Right. Mhm.
This is the practice,
Hmm.
inhalation and exhalation. Very simple practice. And in there are very heavy practices we are doing in gymnastic. Even I demonstrated gymnastic in a circus also
Oh,
during the training.
wow.
It was part of our training.
Hmm.
But for that, we have to prepare our body for longer duration.
Hmm.
20 or 25 minutes we have to do warm up exercises.
Hmm.
When we do yoga, there is no need to consume that time.
Right.
Directly you can perform.
Hmm.
I am discussing, directly I perform,
Right.
and again I am talking.
Yeah.
Okay? So
So
it is yoga practices are not time consuming,
hmm.
very easy,
Right.
effective, and long lasting.
Right. and safe as well. I
Yeah,
mean,
yes, yes.
as long as you're doing it rightly.
You're right. You're
So
right.
that's
Yeah.
true for any exercise, but for
Yeah.
yoga as well. Okay, so the next question that we have from the audience is, and this is something very important, is the question is, I'm on medication that causes weight gain as a side effect. How can yoga help me in that? So very important, because today you find there are lots of people suffering from different ailments, they're taking different medications, and while that medication does good, you also have some side effects as well, and many times it is you have weight gain. So although you're eating right, you're doing things right, but you still are gaining weight because as a side effect of the medication. So how can, firstly, the first part of the question, can yoga help me? And if yes, then how?
Yes, it can help a lot because yoga consider
Mhm.
medicines as a foreign matter.
Right.
Uh, it is not natural body part,
Hmm.
and that foreign matter may affect some people, and they gets as a side effect, as you said,
Hmm.
they can get or they can become obese
Right.
through yoga, especially through shatkam.
Hmm.
Very easily we can clean our body,
Okay.
clean the extra weight. We can take use of um, noli,
Hmm.
use of इसमें कपाल भाती भी आ जाएगी.
Right.
Under it कपाल भाती also come.
Hmm.
That is a part of shatkam. And basti is very important.
Okay. Which
Basti
is
is the cleaning of the rectal part.
okay.
We insert plain water inside,
Hmm.
and that water go in, mix the residual unwanted sticky matter which is
Hmm.
inside, toxic matter which is inside,
Hmm.
and remove it out. And
Right.
in this way we removed our whole intestine and clean all toxin, all such matter. The weight will automatically come down
Oh.
because the gutter inside the gutter will be clean.
Right. So it's helping you cleanse your entire digestive
Entirely.
system,
And we
and
can,
which will result in the right absorption of nutrients.
yeah,
And with yoga, you would also be able to
asanas are
maintain.
there,
Right.
micro yoga practices are
Hmm.
there. It is example. Shatkam is the best example
Okay.
to remove the weight.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I hope that answers the question. And if you have any more questions, and like I said, if you want to consult, well, you can do that through healthyram.com again. And there's also another interesting aspect, which we need probably multiple episodes with Dr. Islam, with the kind of knowledge he has and the wisdom that he's carrying. And he's literally been the torchbearer for yoga. He's extremely knowledgeable. So we will try and take out some more knowledge, get some more benefit for everybody, and you would be able to even take courses from him. So if there are any instructors or people who are already teaching yoga, and in case you want to, or if you've learned yoga, or if you want to practice yoga as a trainer, as a profession. So you need a certification, which is provided by the Ministry of Ayush in India. So you can actually take a course, and you would get the certification. Uh, am I right? Is there anything more? So that also would be available through the healthyram.com platform. So we, working on that. So, with that, now we move on to the demonstrations of the yoga asanas, which Dr. Islam has promised would be very simple. They're as simple as probably sitting or even lying down, some of them, I believe. So, there'll be no excuse for everybody not to do them. And if you are motivated and fired up and you want to take charge of your health, then weight, of course, is one of the most important aspects. So, you could do that very easily. So let's look at those yoga asanas.
Of some simple, high tech, and refined yoga practices. First of all, for that, we will lay down and exhale the breath as much as we can. Then after exhalation, there will be the mock inhalation. I mean, without taking air in, only the abdomen will stretch towards chest and relax again and again within a breath, within a breathe which is outside. Breathe, we will exhale, and after exhalation, this practice will do 2, 3 times, 5 times. You have to again and again stretch and relax abdominal muscles. I will demonstrate, and after some days practice, you can increase the number of stretch towards chest, and maximum 20 times. No more than that is required. So now I am demonstrating the practice how you will perform this energy generating practice, which will compel, which will expel the extra body fat. This is the actual practice. So what I did, first of all, I exhaled completely, breath was out, and without inhaling, I was stretching abdominal muscles towards chest again and again. And how you will know it is you are completing, you are doing it rightly? Your feet and your head will shake, or you can say your whole body will shake. Now I will do it for 20 times in a breath, in an exhalatory phase. Second demonstration of the same practice. After practice, you have to relax for a while or as per need. It is the Shakti Chalni practice, and in it, the abdominal organs were inside moving here and there. They were expelling whatever was sticky matter over there. So second practice is very simple. Now we will do the second practice. This is toe and heel together. We will raise a little bit, and we'll also raise our head and hand. This is the practice only. It will make strong surfacial muscles. Abdominal muscles very strong हो जाएंगे. All the muscles of our surface rectus abdomini will be strong and will push internal organs, and that internal organs will expel the morbid matter which is our fat also. And in this position, it is so strong, becomes so tight, a man can stand on my abdomen. Now you can see this practice is making how much strong our abdomen. And I am at in the age of 65 years, and you can see the one young man is up on my abdomen, and will show you, demonstrate you the strength of. So this is making our abdominal muscles very strong. तो देखिए मैं बोल भी रहा हूं, है ना, और कोई मुझे वो परेशानी नहीं, इतना स्ट्रांग ये कर देता है. And the third practice, now we will move to the third practice, and that is after folding the leg, feet apart, knee up, hand by the side of body in relaxed state, and then exhalation of breath, full exhalation of breath, and after exhalation of breath, stretch the abdominal muscles towards chest, and the pate will, our abdomen will have the concave shape. You may see I am doing it.
This is the practice. Then we will allow the normal breathe. What I did, first of all, I exhaled completely, then stretch abdominal muscles towards chest and holding the position. And in that position, our abdomen become in concave shape. And now I am doing once again last uh, demonstration of third practice. Look towards me. These are three simple and very easy practices for the management of weight. Thank you. Thank you very much.